It's the adventures of the Jelly Queens.
The adventures of the Jelly Queens. Farm to table, living Texas style. Such flavor we discover in the state that's like no other. The adventures of the Jelly Queens. Hey!
A fairy tale like few others, Texas style. From food to fun, family to friends.
Come along and join us. We're one big family, sharing food and sharing fun and building our community. The adventures of the Jelly Queens.
The Jelly Queens gourmet jellies and jams, handcrafted from the finest organic ingredients, were created in 2012. Handmade in small batches, many times grown in their very own gardens. The quaint Jelly Queen's kitchen commercially manufactures internationally award-winning jellies, jams, sauces, spices, crackers, and scones. It's their attention to detail that has allowed the Queens to flourish, being named a 2014 Good Food Award winner. Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Murray. We welcome you to this edition of the Adventures of the Jelly Queens with the head queen,
Donna Collins.
and congratulations, certainly in order. Inaugural show just a week ago. Plaudits all over. Congratulations. Everybody loved it.
Thank you. We had such a good time. We've gotten letters about Chef Kent Rathbun's gravy lesson, and people are trying it all over the state.
Well, speaking of Kent Rathbun, what else are we going to be talking about today?
Oh, we're going to learn all different kinds of things about how to take care of your eggs, to store them properly, and having breakfast for dinner. But I got a question for you
All right.
first.
What's that?
What do you think Kent Rathbun's home and a certain chicken coop in McKinney have to do with each other?
No earthly idea.
Take a look up.
Oh my gosh. Now that's a good looking
And
chandelier,
that's a
huh?
good-looking
That's a
chandelier.
creative chandelier. I like that. And where else but in the home of Kent Rathbun, who you'll meet a little later on in the program, but right now, our first story of the day. Enjoy.
The adventures of the Jelly Queens. Hey!
We're at Village Baking Company right now, here off University Boulevard in Greenville, and we're getting ready to taste the most delicious European-style breads. They have so many different things, and I can't wait to see what they have in line for us.
Imagine getting married, visiting France on your honeymoon, and then being so impressed and intrigued with the great pastry and bread shops, you bring a slice of France back home and open up your own boulangerie. Say hello to the Village Baking Company, where they have a little something for everybody.
Here our pain au levain, which is our signature bread. It's half sourdough, half whole wheat flour, leavened with a sourdough starter. Comes out kind of like a really hearty, versatile white bread.
Not much not to love at the Village Baking Company. Now providing fresh baked goods for Whole Foods, just in case you might want to give it a taste yourself.
And check out these French-style marshmallows. These are their peppermint. This is the way that they used to make them back in the old days. These marshmallows are so fantastic. They use real sugar, no corn syrup, chemical, or whipping agents. Just their aerated marshmallows, which means they're beat by hand. And I'll tell you what, they will make the difference on any s'more, because when you toast it, it caramelizes like a creme brulee and makes it nice and crispy and fluffy. I love it. See, and they have the little drops too that you can put those on as well. I love them.
Think about it. Chickens have been around for centuries, and there aren't many things in this world cuter than a baby chick. And in today's Kids Corner segment here on the Adventures of the Jelly Queens, a trio of youngsters got a chance recently to see firsthand why baby chicks can be so cute.
Look at this one, looks like he has a hat on. Yeah. He just looks funny. Look at him wiggling his tail.
From New York to L.A., Austin, Texas to the Canadian border, the food truck invasion is alive and well and expanding every single day.
We were one of the first food trucks in Dallas, and what gave us the idea is you know, we love Vietnamese food and we wanted to introduce it to the DFW area.
And it seems just about every nationality has a food truck with their country's own delectable delights.
Vietnamese food is very fresh, made with really fresh ingredients, high quality meat, just very savory and has a hint of sweetness, has a lot of layers of taste. So it's very complicated dish, but simple all at the same time.
A unique way to sample, a new way to taste. Your meal on wheels. It's food truck fun.
Hi, I'm in beautiful downtown McKinney today, visiting Patina Green.
Hi, Debbie. Hi. I came to bring a bunch of bags up.
Thank you. We needed bags.
Why is she bringing bags?
We recycle bags. So instead of buying new bags, we just reuse bags that our clients are bringing to us.
So every time I come, I get a different
Get a
bag?
different bag from a different store. Yeah, we just, there's enough bags in the world already, so why buy new ones? So we just reuse other bags.
Full circle, huh?
Full circle.
Okay, cool, thanks.
You're welcome.
Robert, the best sandwich I ever had, I had here. It was about a year ago. You made me an egg salad sandwich, and I thought it was all mustard. And I just have to learn how to make that sandwich. I dream about that egg salad sandwich. So can you give me a lesson?
Yeah, sure. Yellow eggs. That's where we start with the egg salad, right? It's really important that you know where you get your eggs from, right? So if you can get them from a neighbor or from a local farm, that's going to be.
From my own chickens?
Or from your own chickens. Yeah, that's the even best way. Okay, but you're going to need to start with some eggs. All right, and kind of the best way I've found is to get some kind of grate like this, and then you don't have to spend a whole lot of time cutting them. You can just kind of push these things right through.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those little tricks, but you can kind of see how dark yellow those yolks are. You know, that's what we're going for when you're looking for a farm egg. You just taste the difference because there's not any ingredients in this, but just a few. So,
you got any good hard-boiled egg tips? How to make them good?
12 minutes in boiling water and then shock them in ice.
Okay.
That's what I do. I've got some red onion. Just throw a little bit of that in. We have a pickle relish that we make here in house. Now, you can get your own. That's kind of your choice on ingredient there. We try and pickle enough cucumbers when they're in season to get us.
Dill or sweet?
It's kind of sweet.
Okay.
I like it a little bit sweet, and we pickle enough to get us through the season, and then I pour a little bit of that pickling juice in there. We've just got mayonnaise. You know, we make this here as well, which is
yellow too.
Yeah, it's because we start with the yellow eggs, right? And then you just need a little bit of salt and pepper. And once you get that all mixed up, that's my egg salad. I always start with a couple pieces of toasted bread. I don't know why. I've just always been eating egg salad on toast since I was a little kid. But get some of your eggs.
This is one of those things I'm not going to share with anybody.
And then I've got a little bit of pickled red onion here. I kind of think every sandwich needs a pickle, so we're using that today. And then I've got some great lettuce from a farm just right up the street. This is like a butter crunch lettuce. I add a little bit of my house tomatillo vinaigrette. And you can toss that up. And this is my egg salad sandwich. It's not much to it, but they're delicious. So
colorful.
there you go. You
I love it.
want to taste?
Yeah, I'm going to eat the whole thing. And that's another 60-second sandwich.
Haven't you at one time or another found yourself in a situation that made you think about the amount of food that's wasted every single day, and the amount of people that go hungry every single day, and wondered, can't we do something about it?
Food Source DFW was born out of the Center for Interfaith Initiatives, a program of the Mnemosyne Institute. The Mnemosyne Institute exists because of its commitment to serve the needs of our communities.
Food Source DFW exists to say yes to donated food, especially that potential food donation that might otherwise go to waste just due to logistics.
What pantries lack is time and creative ways of going out and just looking for sources of food. Food Source DFW fills that gap. We have the time and the creativity to go out and find the donor, arrange trucking, as well as get that food to the food pantry or the shelter.
Food Source DFW has moved over 125 tons of food in the last 6 months, making a huge difference in the lives of so many.
Well, it means a whole lot when you're homeless.
Food insecurity is a concept that should give us all pause.
If they wasn't here, man, if they wasn't here on Sunday morning, I don't know. I truly don't know. This is like my inspiration.
Food Source DFW, a shining example of food doing good, serving a great need in our community.
Are you the type that's always looking for something different, creative, and unique when it comes to a night of fun, good music, and great food? Then look no further than Trinity Groves, a 15-acre entertainment destination located directly next to the Trinity River at the foot of the Margaret Hunt Hill Suspension Bridge. Trinity Groves is fast becoming America's culinary creative center. Visit us online to learn more about what we're all about. Simply go to trinitygroves.com.
Ali Kush, located in Dallas's prestigious Snyder Plaza, is an upscale women's boutique which has catered to the sophisticated woman for more than 20 years. Owner Paulette Martzoff's custom-designed clothing collection features her signature fabric in a variety of styles and in more than 40 colors, and her jewelry line is handcrafted from natural elements. Paulette and her talented staff tastefully customize fabric, color, and design for their clientele and invite you to come experience Ali Kush.
Hi, I'm here today at Lucky Campbell's Parliament Bar down in the McKinney neighborhood with my wonderful mixologist, Jeremy Hightower. He's going to show me how to use my jelly and a new mixed drink.
Time now for this week's segment of Garden to Glass, and that means a chance to stop by and visit our favorite mixologists. Today, the drink of choice is the Sidecar, a classic cocktail traditionally made with cognac, orange liqueur, either Cointreau or Grand Marnier, and lemon juice.
So what we're going to do now is use the Jelly Queen Sassy Apple Fig Jam to make the Sassy Apple Phosphate.
So this is basically an old-time Sidecar derivative, but we're taking it back to a fizz and in a style that predates old soda fountains, using an acid phosphate.
The Ritz Hotel in Paris, France, takes credit for creating the Sidecar about 100 years ago.
All right, so let's start building that Sidecar. Let's go. We need some brandy. Good 2 ounces of brandy there. Little lemon juice. 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. I'm going to take a nice generous spoonful of this Sassy Apple Fig Jam. Hefty spoonful. 7 dashes of acid phosphate. ½ ounce of good orange liqueur.
And no drink is complete without the signature shake. And it seems each and every bartender has his own and is most proud to share it with us all.
How important is that shake?
Extremely important, Donna. That shake is about the physics of tumbling the ice around the shaker tin. It's an old style of shaking. Every cocktail maker has their own style of shaking. So see if you can see the viscosity actually thickening up like one of those old soda fountains.
What do you think? A Jelly Queen's twist on a timeless classic.
And there we have the Sassy Apple Phosphate using the Jelly Queen's Sassy Apple Fig Jam.
What comes to mind if someone were to say chicken coop? Certainly not a beautiful chandelier, or crystal and china, or definitely not classical music playing in the background. But such is the case at Yvonne's Secret Garden Spa in McKinney's Historic District.
No. It's practical because it is insulated, foam insulation. Again, we're west facing, so that's a big deal, is to manage heat. And I also have a vent, an exhaust vent that pulls out the heat. Circulation is key for a happy, healthy hen.
Happy, healthy hens living in first-class surroundings with all the amenities anyone could ever hope for.
And they love to take dirt baths. Dirt baths are just a wonderful way to help them naturally cool off and to minimize parasites and bugs. So those are my girls, my ladybirds of McKinney.
Been to a Sicilian wedding lately? They're often referred to as some of the most elaborate any place in the entire world. And no Sicilian wedding would be complete without Sicilian wedding cookies, usually made from a recipe that dates back generations, from grandmother to grandmother, just like those found at Jimmy's food store.
I started working here after my mom passed away, and she did this before I did. So I make all of the cookies, and I make all of the desserts. And there's a little area over there that says my sister's cookies and desserts.
It's a tradition that stems back generations, but it's a part of the Sicilian heritage that lives to this day, and one that all Italians are most proud of. But don't forget the sprinkles on the cookies.
Because all Sicilian cookies have sprinkles. And this is what a tiroli looks like.
It's never too early to learn how to cook. Don't believe me? Then ask Chef Tara, always anxious to spend some time with the kiddos in the kitchen.
I make food that is kid-friendly, but is also globally friendly and globally inspiring. Today we're making some Chinese pork dumplings, and we have some ground fresh pork. We have a little bean sprouts that we've just broken by hand. We have some wonton skins that you can find at most grocery stores, and we have a little zucchini that we're going to shred. And we also have a little of the Jelly Queen's plum jam that we're going to add for just a little bit of sweetness. And then we have some sriracha to add a little bit of spice.
Young Janet got involved by helping Chef Tara with the process of preparing the dumplings, wetting the corners so the dough will stick.
Make a triangle, and then you're going to smush it down on the corners. Yep, there you go. You want to make sure that if you're going to use a steam basket like this or any kind of steam dish that you spray it with a little bit of hand spray or just brush it with a little bit of olive oil so they don't stick to it. So we have that done already, and we're just going to place it right on top of our steaming water or boiling water. Put the lid on it.
That looks like a hoodie.
It looks like a hoodie.
It might look like a hoodie, but there's still work to be done.
We're going to use some of this delicious plum jam that the Jelly Queens offered up to us. And we're going to add a little bit of sriracha to it, and we're going to make a spicy plum jam.
And following 5 minutes of steaming, let's see how they turned out.
They're perfectly beautiful. So, remember how I said they would kind of shrivel up? And they would go from that dry look to like a really wet look. See how shiny they are?
Yeah.
That's a perfectly cooked dumpling right there. You did an awesome job.
Kids in the Kitchen. Today teaching the kiddos that good tasting food can also be good for you as well.
That was perfect.
Hello, welcome to Yvonne's Secret Garden Spa. Welcome.
Thank you.
Time now for our Jelly Queen's Quick Tip of the Week. Today featuring the Chicken Lady, Yvonne Evans.
When you store your egg, make sure the tip goes down in your carton.
What that does is create an air sac that keeps the moisture in and around the egg, thus extending the life of the egg. Hey, how about it? Ever find yourself in the need for audio or video services? Maybe staging for a live production or special event. Whether it's indoors or out, large or small, audio or video, Murray Media can get the job done, professionally, efficiently, and competitively. From creation to conclusion, the Emmy Award-winning team at Murray Media is prepared and poised to video your world. From corporate and industrial videos to nonprofit videos and special events, even those with well-known celebrities on hand. Television programs, TV commercials, website videos for both professional and personal use. Simply visit our website at murraymedia.net. We look forward to talking with you. Murray Media, always poised to video your world.
Ali Kush, located in Dallas's prestigious Snyder Plaza, is an upscale women's boutique which has catered to the sophisticated woman for more than 20 years. Owner Paulette Martzoff's custom-designed clothing collection features her signature fabric in a variety of styles and in more than 40 colors, and her jewelry line is handcrafted from natural elements. Paulette and her talented staff tastefully customize fabric, color, and design for their clientele and invite you to come experience Ali Kush.
In this week's installment of Kent's Kitchen, we visit the home of executive chef Kent Rathbun.
Okay, so we got the breakfast on the table. The only thing we're waiting for is the shrimp and mushroom frittata. Let me get it out of the oven and I'm going to talk to you about how to make this thing. It's pretty easy. Oh, I don't know about that. I think I want to stay for breakfast. What do you think? All I did here was I sauteed some mushrooms in a little bit of whole butter, got them a little bit brown, kind of toasty, threw in some shrimp, sauteed those to about medium rare, not cooked completely. Then we put in some scallion and a little bit of red and yellow pepper rings, and then we poured some eggs that was seasoned with a little salt and pepper right over the top. Threw the whole pan in the oven with a little cheese on the top at about 400 degrees. 12 minutes later, this is what we got. All we got to do is put this on a plate, cut it up in a little pie, ready to eat. Are you staying? Because I am.
He always makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Not only looks great, but tastes great.
Okay, so now we have the grand finale. This is the mushroom and shrimp frittata. All we did is finish this in the oven, getting ready to go on the table with a beautiful fruit plate with some fresh berries, some apples, a little banana, fantastic mimosas, some apple smoked bacon with a little pepper crust on the outside, some venison sausage made with spicy cheddar cheese, and some sauteed potatoes. This is a great breakfast. I wish you were here, but since you're not, I'm going to sit down.
And there was plenty of eating to be done. As for what kind of frittata Kent had created...
So this frittata is a shrimp and mushroom frittata that's just been sauteed together with a little bit of scallion and some little tiny baby bell pepper rings. And then the eggs were just whipped with a little salt and pepper and scallions, and then we finished it with a Romano and Parmesan cheese blend on the top. I mean, literally, this thing takes 12 minutes. Yeah, it's fast. The key is not to overcook it. You want it still kind of a little, a little moist. What do you guys think of the cinnamon rolls? Do you like those? Have you ever seen that before? Okay, I'm definitely crediting our nanny for that, Patty. She came up with that idea. So this is Grand's cinnamon rolls that you buy at the store. This is a great thing for kids, great thing for, really holidays. You just pop them open and press them in a waffle iron. And you can do whatever you want with them. I just used the icing that came with them, but you could put caramel on them, you could do chocolate on them, you could do powdered sugar on them, whatever you want. Easy, easy.
They're cooked perfect.
Good.
What kind of sausage is that? That's fabulous.
Oh, so there's two sausages. There's an apple and chicken sausage, and then the darker one is actually a venison sausage. I took my son hunting this year for the first time, and we shot a deer right before Thanksgiving. and we had it processed into this fantastic jalapeno cheddar cheese sausage. And so not only am I going to do my own next time, but I want to talk to them about that recipe, because I got to tell you, I think it's fantastic. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I thought it was fantastic. I never had sausage that good.
Good deal.
And that's usually the case in the kitchen of Kent. Always over the top. And in this particular instance, he cooked up food normally associated with breakfast, even though we enjoyed it at dinner time.
When I was a kid, we had breakfast for dinner all the time. You know, all the time. At least 2 or 3 times a month, we had breakfast for dinner. Yeah. Wasn't quite where this is. I think my dad just liked to cook breakfast sometimes, and you know, with us going to school so early and you know, cereal and all that stuff, I think sometimes he just wanted to cook a nice meal for dinner, but it just happened to be breakfast.
And this week, keeping with our theme of chickens and the like, it was an egg dish, a frittata that was front and center.
That's the nice thing about frittatas.
Anything you have?
Anything. Vegetables. You can lean them different directions, you know. You can lean them Italian, you can lean them Mexican, you can lean them, you know, completely Latin, Cuban. I mean, there's just so many things you can do. Egg is obviously an ingredient in all cuisines, so everybody's used to seeing it, used to using it. And it's just kind of what goes in it that makes it slant one way or the other. And so it's a fun dish to make. It's easy. It's communal because everybody eats it. I'll tell you something else that's great. You cut a piece like this and serve it on a toasted croissant and make a sandwich out of it. It's fantastic. Just like a chef standing up eating off a paper plate with his fingers.
That's him.
Right?
Certainly didn't matter to any of us. It was just another fun time in Kent's Kitchen, where the food and fun always go hand in hand. And we'll be back again next week with lots more. Kent really knows how to get it together, doesn't he?
He does. He's a champion.
And having breakfast at dinner time, that's kind of cool.
It's very cool. It's something we do all the time.
I think that's neat. Our thanks to Kent and all the good folks here in the Rathman household for allowing us to be here. This incredible art, all the nice things they have. So thank you very much. Next week, what do we got?
We're going to an herb farm and back to one of our favorite chocolate shops.
And that's right after we watch the Dallas Cowboys defeat the Green Bay Packers coming up tomorrow, right?
Yes.
All right, up in the frozen tundra. In the meantime, until next week, for the adventures of the Jelly Queens, I'm Scott Murray.
And I'm Donna Collins, and may all your moments be delicious.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week.